sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Let's go now.
2nd and 4. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. They came with a safety blitz, and Daxton Hill got home. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
Here we go.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Here we go. Here we go.
Burrow will throw. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And the Bengals first down.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 3.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
Here we go.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
This is Brown going up the middle. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Play action. It's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. An inside give, Brown.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll look to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bengals 42-yard line.
He'll look to throw. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line.
15 yards. And the Steelers first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 25-yard line.
Back to throw again. And this is incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
He's got a man, complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4.
At the 47-yard line.
Pass hauled in by Johnston. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 35.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
It's a gain of 7.
10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. Third down and 13. As they've got it as we resume action. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So here are the Bengals set to take over. They were losers a week ago to Baltimore, but they lead things here as they start first and 10.
Here we go. 11 MT, catch the hot. 180.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll try to run for it with Benson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a fourth down.
Here we go.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. On first down, it's Benson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
I'm blind, ready?
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10.
Here we go.
That's another Bengals first down.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. That's complete. It's Adnan Mitchell. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Adnan Mitchell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Brings up second and 17 at the 16-yard line.
Back to throw here. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
He's going to try and do this himself. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He's going to drop this underneath to Robinson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Steelers. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it and catch it. And he gets it done.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bengals offense and Jamar Chase set to take over once more. The Bengals drive about to get going. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And he stopped immediately there. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14.
Here we go.
And Burrow going to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Come on, set. 60 Bisons.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Finds Johnston. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Here's 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, out and back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Back to throw again. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On 1, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground with Benson. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And this is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption. Both sides right now. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That is caught. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Gun.
Now it's Burrow. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
11 coming.
Bengals first down.
12.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a give, left side, Brown with it. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here we go. Stop. Right, 80. Right, stop. Stop.
Here's Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Stop. Right, 80. Right, hot. Stop.
Now Burrow. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jalen Waddle from 10 yards out. And the Bengals add 6 to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 44-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3 yards to go.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. A short one there to Fryermuth. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Back to throw. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 23 yards on the play. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Second and 3. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack, and that makes things tougher here on third and goal. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding offense.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on third and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll drop the throw. They'll find Metcalf. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's fourth down. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
A good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 63 yards. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
DK Metcalf. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And the Steelers, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. That one out wide and intercepted. And a great return here gets us all the way down to the 26-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along.
Jamar Chase, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one.
Cam Little to kick off.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Count to 11. Count to 11.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. And his kick is good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Quentin Johnston and the offense back to work.
He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred him a little bit because not only is he catching him, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. Back to throw now on first down. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
He'll drop to throw.
Finding more on the out route for the completion.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
And they will take a knee here.
Ready. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And they take a knee.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
He'll boot it away from about his 35.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars, what's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Cincinnati, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.